22 years ago, this city was completely devastated, swept away by a powerful tsunami. In just a matter of minutes, a peaceful city was reduced to ruins, struck by massive waves that showed no mercy. More than 167,000 lives were lost. An unimaginable sorrow filled the land, a silence so heavy, it echoed through the broken remains of homes, families, and dreams. Houses vanished, belongings were swept away, loved ones were separated, some forever. The air was filled with cries, and hope itself seemed to drown beneath the endless surge of water. But today, Banda Aceh has risen, stronger, more resilient, rebuilt not just with concrete, but with courage. At the heart of the city, standing tall and unwavering, is the iconic Bitumen Grand Mosque, a symbol of faith, survival, and unity that endured even the darkest moment. In this video, we invite you to explore a city known as the Veranda of Mecca, Banda Aceh. Located at the westernmost tip of Indonesia, this city holds not only breathtaking natural beauty, but also a powerful and inspiring history. Aceh is one of the earliest regions in Southeast Asia to embrace Islam. From this very land, the teachings of Islam spread across the region, shaping cultures and civilizations. For centuries, merchants from Arabia, Persia, India, and China arrived on its shores, turning Aceh into a vital center of global trade. Among its most prized treasures was kapur barus, or camphor, a rare, fragrant substance once more valuable than gold. From these forests, camphor traveled across oceans to the Middle East, where it was used in medicine, rituals, and Islamic traditions, earning Aceh a legendary name among Arab traders. But trade brought more than wealth, it brought faith. Through peaceful interactions with Muslim merchants, Islam spread across Aceh, taking root in its culture and daily life. Over time, Aceh rose as one of the earliest Islamic centers in Southeast Asia, known as the Veranda of Mecca. A gateway of trade, a beacon of faith, Aceh remains a powerful link between the past and the present. But beyond the history and statistics, there is something even more unforgettable: the people.
Welcome to Aceh!
Thank you so much.
From the very first step you take in Banda Aceh, you are welcomed by a warmth that goes beyond the tropical sun. It lives in the smiles of the locals, genuine, effortless, and sincere.
Assalamualaikum. Kedua tak?
On the streets, a simple greeting becomes a meaningful connection. Even strangers are met with kindness, a natural friendliness that feels calming and real. In traditional markets, this warmth becomes even more alive. Vendors don't just sell goods. They share stories, laughter, and human connection.
Ya, mantap dah.
Enggak, maksudnya ini boleh bayar.
Here, the horizon stretches endlessly over crystal clear waters, while soft ocean breezes whisper through untouched tropical forests, rolling hills, and hidden waterfalls. It is a land where nature feels both peaceful and powerful. But Banda Aceh is more than just a beautiful destination. It is a place where history, faith, and resilience are deeply woven into every corner of the city. At the heart of it all stands a majestic bitumen Grand Mosque, a symbol of strength and devotion. With its striking black domes and elegant white walls, the mosque is not only a center of worship, but a timeless witness to the city's journey. First built in 1612 during the reign of Sultaness Kandar Muda, the mosque has endured centuries of change. It was destroyed during the Dutch colonial war in 1873, then rebuilt in 1879, rising once again as a symbol of faith. And perhaps its most powerful story came in 2004, during the devastating Indian Ocean tsunami 2004, when massive waves swept across the city, destroying everything in their path. The mosque stood firm. Amid chaos and destruction, it became a place of refuge, saving countless lives and standing as a beacon of hope. Not far from there, another silent witness tells the story of that day. The enormous PLTD Apung ship, a power barge weighing thousands of tons, was carried kilometers inland by the force of the tsunami. Today, it stands still, a reminder of nature's unimaginable power. In the village of Lampulo, another miracle unfolded. A wooden fishing boat, now known as the boat on the House of Lampulo, was lifted by the waves and placed on top of a house. In that moment of terror, dozens of people climbed onto it and survived. From tragedy, stories of survival were born. To honor those memories, the city built a profound and emotional Aceh Tsunami Museum. More than just a museum, it is a space of reflection and remembrance. Here, faith is the foundation of life. The people of Aceh stand firm, guided by their beliefs, holding tightly to the principles of Islam as a source of strength and identity. Aceh is unique within Indonesia. Through a special autonomy granted by the national government, this province holds the authority to implement Islamic law, known locally as Syariat Islam, as part of its regional legal system. This is not merely symbolic. It is woven into the daily lives of its people, from the way individuals dress, to how they interact socially, to certain aspects of criminal law. These regulations are structured through local legal frameworks called canon, designed in alignment with Islamic principles. It is a system that reflects both tradition and governance, forming a distinct cultural identity that sets Aceh apart. But beyond law and structure, the true soul of Aceh lies in its commitment to knowledge and spiritual growth. Islamic education plays a vital role in shaping the character of its society. In mosques, in schools, and within families, the teachings of Islam are passed down with care and consistency. Children learn to recite the Quran, understand the foundations of faith, and practice daily acts of worship. For travelers who step into this land, Aceh offers something far beyond scenic beauty. It invites understanding. Visitors to Banda Aceh are encouraged to respect local customs and values. Modest clothing is expected, especially in public spaces and places of worship. Attire such as revealing beachwear is not appropriate outside designated areas, and alcohol consumption is prohibited in accordance with Islamic law. These guidelines are not barriers, but gateways to experiencing Aceh authentically. But beyond its coastline and history, there is another journey waiting to unfold, a journey into the highlands, where one of the world's finest coffees is born. Welcome to the legendary Gayo coffee.
Kopi Gayo, mantap.
Grown in the lush Gayo highlands, at elevations above 1,200 meters. This coffee thrives in cool mountain air and fertile volcanic soil. Every bean carries a signature profile, bold aroma, rich body, and a perfectly balanced acidity. But what truly defines Gayo coffee is not just its taste, it's the people behind it. Local farmers, generation after generation, preserve traditional cultivation methods. Many embrace organic farming, carefully nurturing the soil and handpicking only the ripest cherries. Here, coffee becomes a bridge, connecting people, stories, and generations. The culture of Ngopi reflects the warmth and openness of Acehnese society. Among the treasures preserved through generations is one of Aceh's most iconic cultural expressions, the Saman dance.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tari Saman.
Originating from the Gayo highlands, this mesmerizing performance has captivated audiences around the world. Often called the Dance of a Thousand Hands, Saman is a breathtaking display of precision, speed, and unity. Saman is a living reflection of Aceh soul, where art becomes devotion and rhythm becomes a language of unity. As the journey continues the northwest, a hidden paradise awaits beyond the mainland, the enchanting Hue Island. Reached by crossing the sea from Ulilu Port to the charming town of Sabang, this island marks the very edge of the nation. Here stands the iconic Kilometer Zero Monument, a symbolic point where Indonesia begins. Hue Island unveils a world of untouched natural beauty. Crystal clear waters shimmer in shades of turquoise, gently meeting soft white sands, while lush tropical forests frame the coastline. One of its most celebrated gems is Iboy Beach, a haven for those seeking underwater wonder. Beneath the surface lies a vibrant marine sanctuary, where coral reefs bloom with life and schools of colorful fish dance through the currents. It is a dreamscape for snorkelers and divers alike, drawing explorers from every corner of the globe. From our journey, we've witnessed a land where natural beauty and deep faith stand side by side. Together, they have guided the people of Aceh through unimaginable disasters, helping them rise stronger and rebuild what was once lost. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories from us, and have a wonderful day.